Hello, I was just doing a video which is all about kind of unboxing Hermes ties and also how to authenticate a Hermes tie, and then it reminded me of my greatest ever charity shop haul, which was just crazy, and I still think about it now and I still talk about it with my mum because we were both like, this is mental. So I thought I would do a quick video. It's that time I got 5 Hermes ties for 50p each, and I'm not even kidding. I know it sounds like a total lie, but I promise it's not. So I was in my local charity shop, I was with my mum, and I've always loved this charity shop. I used to always go in when I was younger. I used to buy like art books there when I was like an art student, and then when I also used to buy dresses from there when I was again an art student, and then when I finished university, I was no longer an art student, I still used to go in and buy dresses. I have bought homewares there, handbags, bric-a-brac, books, you name it, I bought it. They know me in there. That's how often I go in. Anyway, one day I was in there and I don't know why, because I didn't have a boyfriend at the time and I don't obviously wear men's ties, but I often had a look at the men's ties, I think because they were next to the belts, and I was looking at the belts because they often had really cool vintage ones, and I was flicking through the belts and there was nothing I liked, and then there was like a little rail, and on one side was the belts and one side was the ties, but they were kind of a bit mixed up. So I was looking for the belts, there was nothing I really liked, and then I started like shifting through the ties because there might have been like, I don't know, some braces or another belt or something mixed in. And suddenly I was like, that's a nice fabric. And kind of like, you know when your spider senses, like your charity shop spider senses, they kind of went, ooh. And I didn't really know why, but like I suddenly was like, that's a nice tie, that's a nice fabric. And I was like, and then I turned it over and I saw the Hermes label, which looked like this. And I was like, oh dear God. But it was actually an older style where it didn't actually say Hermes Paris, it just had the horse and cart, which is what they used to do, I think, maybe like 5 to 10 years ago. They've now added on the Hermes Paris, or at least made it bigger. But at the time, I just saw the horse and cart, and I was like, I know that horse and cart. That's a Hermes horse and cart. And then I turned it round, and I saw the back of the tie, which was the Hermes printed into the back, and I was like, oh dear God, it is the Hermes horse and carriage logo. And I was like, oh my God. So I pulled it off. And as I was pulling it off this rail, there was one behind it, and I was like, well, that's also a nice tie. And I was like, oh, and it's also Hermes. And I was like, oh my God. And I think my mum could see me from the other side of the charity shop being like, what's she getting excited about over by the ties? And I was like, I pulled one off and I kind of put it over my arm. And then I pulled the second one off because it was right underneath. And then I put that one on my arm. And then underneath it was like, I was like, oh my God, I think that's another. And again, I pulled it off and looked at the back and I was like, it's Hermes. And I was like, this can't be real. So I pulled that off as well. And then I kind of had another little like, and then I think I looked to the left, and within a second, I'd spotted another, and I was just like, this is insane. And they were all different prints, all different colours, all perfect condition, all had the Hermes label in, all perfect silk. I just knew they were real. And then like, so I pulled off the fourth one, and I was like, this is crazy. And again, right behind, there was another Hermes tie, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, I literally was like, this is crazy. I cannot believe this. So I pulled off the 5th Hermes tie off this rail in a charity shop. Saw the sign that said, all men's ties, 50p each. And I was like, I can't believe this. So I pulled them off and they were all on my arm. And I was just kind of looking, and they were just all perfect quality. They literally didn't even have like, you couldn't even see where they'd been knotted. It was like they had never been worn. They were not in boxes. They didn't have tags on because the Hermes ties don't come with like little plastic tags on, but they were all clearly new, and I just kept pulling them, and I ended up getting 5 in the end, 5 Hermes ties for like 50p each, and I was just like, I cannot believe this. And actually my mum's been in since, and my mum has found another couple of Hermes ties. There must just be some really wealthy man in my parents' town who buys Hermes ties and then donates them. Actually, I think it's a footballer, because my parents live in a bit of a footballer town, but I think there must be some footballer out there who was getting Hermes ties for free, was like, I don't want these, and just donating them to the charity shop, because it was so weird. And I found 5 Hermes ties in one day, and then like a couple of months later my mum found another 2. I haven't been into the charity shop AdSense. I really should go in. It would probably be a lot more lucrative to me than AdSense, but you know, it's just crazy. But yeah, I thought I would share the story time of my most incredible ever charity shop haul, because it is still a day that blows my mind, quite frankly. I don't even know where the ties are, because these ties, I've got 2 Hermes ties here, because I was just doing a video about them. And those ones I actually bought from the shop for my boyfriend. So I don't actually know what I did with the ties. I mean, it was years ago. It was probably like 5-10 years ago. So they're probably at my parents' house, or I don't know, somewhere, maybe in my dad's wardrobe. I don't know, somewhere. But yeah, it was crazy. I think I wore them in my hair. I think I wore them as Alice bands like this. I was an art student. I think I wore them like that, tied up, which is probably crazy. But yeah, it was crazy, it was insane, and it was probably my most ridiculous charity shop day ever. And I used to go to a lot of charity shops, but that takes the cake. Anyway, I hope that was of interest to you. Yeah, miracles can happen. You just don't know. Just keep going in. You never know what you're going to find. Thank you very much. Bye.